How's it going, guys? I really did not expect to make a video about this today, and basically I wanted to summarize what has been going on with Anthem, and there's been a lot of new news regarding it that it's just not good news in my general opinion. One of the things I do want to mention is the NDA contract that we all got to sign, and we had to, unfortunately, unfortunate part, we cannot talk about it. That's the thing. So basically, I have asked the question, you can see in here on Twitter, to the developers of the Anthem as well, and well, you can see by the response of on their tweets and stuff, and they pretty much direct answer says that the NDA is forever, so never. We're never going to be allowed to share any of our thoughts or the footages. So you can share, like, extra thing, you know, you can share your thoughts about the full game soon enough though. So I kind of appreciate that they have clarified and verified by saying, and you know, that we are basically never going to be able to talk about it, that what we have all experienced during the closed alpha. I actually was really bummed by this, because like I really wanted to talk a little bit about it and express my own general opinion too. I do understand that, and also that, you know, Anthem, that during the time when we were all playing the closed alpha, is an older version of the game, right? It's just a test build, it's just a test to see how it can handle, blah blah blah, all that good stuff, and we give our own in the forms of our feedback, and that's what we did. I did it personally as well. I've written to them, and I like a very long structural video, there's essay, or so to say, and I sent it to them. Hopefully they took some of the considerations and maybe have implemented into the game or fixed something. I can't talk about it, unfortunately, too much, and because NDA looks like it's going to be forever and we're never going to be able to talk about it. But good thing as well, there is going to be a demo coming up in February, the beginning of February, or you can pre-order the game. You'll get it on 25th. And I personally will pre-order the game, so I can get it on 25th, stream it live, share my thoughts and experience, and then I will consider then if I want to cancel that pre-order or not. Only reason I'm going to pre-order just to get that earlier access. Maybe not, that all depends how I feel about the game, and you know, because this is going to be a newer version of the game than what we had a time to play with anyway. So that's just one thing out of the way. By the way, you can see the tweets I have in here, and I am indeed on Twitter. Just follow me there, links are down in the description. Just simply click on it, follow me. And by the way, it says ZDEyE. Anyway, well, the other thing as well is also, I don't know, it can be considered good news, could be considered bad news. Basically, it's about the length, the duration of the campaign in Anthem. So here what Michael Gambler has you know, answered this question. So basically, the question was this: as we get closer to release date, some of us have gotten to wonder about how long is the story to Anthem will be your wise. Are you guys able to give us an approximate or how long it might take to get through the story? And so Michael Gambler answers this. This is a good question, but tough to answer. Everyone is different. There are lots of side missions, but some folks will just want to rush the main story and then hit strongholds. It's a lot though. Personally, I've only played through everything a few times. So another answer comes from Ben Irving. So he has been presented with this question. I've seen some information floating around that the you know, the critical path story length is on par with other Bioware games like Mass Effect and Dragon Age. Is that accurate? And Ben, he answers, it's really hard thing to compare, so we aren't really commenting on a critical path length for Anthem. Depends how you play, and I personally think this is not a good thing, because maybe one of the things, right, maybe they are not confident of sharing that, at least not yet, but they will later on whenever we get that opportunity. But not a bad thing, you can definitely see this as a negative, right? So what does this mean? How long is the story? 2-3 hours length and that's it? There's nothing else to it? That would be very shit if it would be 2-3 hours, don't get me wrong, because if they say that the campaign is going to be 10 hours length, sure, okay, you can all predict that for us gamers, it's going to be about 6 hours, 7 hours length, realistically, because, you know, developers, they always like to a little bit over exaggerate, just a little bit. And you know, it's true. I do not like. It is very true. I do not deny the fact that people go differently all about it. They may go for a side quest. They may go totally towards the story, and you know, do story after story, and finish it off. Then do the side quest. People's opinions are different. So it makes sense why they want to kind of, you know, say this hard thing to compare. They can't give an estimate of how long is the story in Anthem. And that's what really concerns me. Lots of other games and developers, they were pretty much almost confident of saying, okay, this Spider-Man campaign will be about 20 hours length, or was 25 hours length, and then the God of War developers have said it was about 30 hours to 35 hours length. And you're gonna approximate it to up to 25 hours, maybe 30 hours, not 35. I never finished God of War in 35. It took me way less than that. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, guys. Sometimes less is more. Anyway, same goes with Spider-Man. Spider-Man was a fantastic game as well. I can finish it like in 10 hours, so even, yeah, 10 hours maybe. Anyway, maybe I'm over-exaggerating with 10 hours mark. Maybe not. Anyway, Anthem, if they say like, okay, the story is about 10 hours length, this means it's going to be almost like 7 hours, maybe, for a, you know, a normal gamer. But if a hardcore issue, it'll be probably like 3-4 hours. You know, they will be like marathoning right through all of this, and so, you know, they're gonna be like, oh, what is this? It's shitty, no campaign, pretty much. Like, Destiny had no real good story, but I would say it was about Destiny 2 I'm talking about now, sorry. But Destiny 2 was definitely a step up from the story that Destiny 1 had, even though if it had, people considered it never had it any. But basically, Destiny 2 had about 9 hours, maybe? I'm just, you know, guessing a little bit here, guys. And so, you know, I don't want them to, I don't want to hear this saying like, we can't compare because people play it differently. Every other, that's true, we all know this. It's true. Don't have to tell us, to give us an approximate of what you think. That's what we want to hear. That's what I want to hear. Maybe it's just a good thing, maybe they are actually honest about this, and maybe they're meaning that, okay, this is going to take, we do not know how long, but we end up playing it, and it ended up being 20 hours length of story. That would be good, but it has to be good, you know, story. You know, having like a drag on quests, does not mean it's a good thing, to be honest with you. And by looking at Anthem, it has a lot of resemblance of Destiny game, and I'm not sure if you guys can compare it to be a good thing or a bad thing. I personally, as I said as well in my most anticipated games, I have mentioned I just want a Destiny replacement game that I could be, you know, diverse, that I could be always concentrating. My main game will be of 2019, basically, if that makes it any easier as well. It's just not good news, and I don't like to hear this. I don't want them to, I don't want to say like, hey, you can take this amount, you can take this amount, by all depends on the player. Shut up, just give me an approximate. I'll be much happier with this answer. If it would have been to 5 hours, sure, at least you told me the truth and I appreciate it. Then if it's a 5-hour story, then we all know it's gonna be 2 hours. We all know this, maybe 3 hours, tops. If they tell us like this, and maybe that's why they're scared of telling us this truth, you know? I mean, I kind of get why they want us to shut up about the closed alpha. I completely understand that, but I do not understand why can't they just share it. Maybe I'm just looking at this very negatively and I'm expecting very little, maybe. But also, you know, it's better be surprised than disappointed, you know? If I'll be thinking, like, the story is gonna be 20 hours, my assumption. Then game comes out and I'm completely disappointed, so only was like 5 hours, let's say. You know how that crushing your soul would be? Like, that's so bad, I don't want to do that. But if you have a low expectation for the game, and the game comes out, it's open almost like 20 hours, you're like, oh, hell yeah, that's awesome, you know? But, you know, like I said already, it all depends on the story and how does it go as well. Because Mass Effect story was a lot longer, it was maybe 30 hours, maybe? Mass Effect Andromeda, by the way, I'm talking about. I think it was 20 or 30 hours length. I might be wrong, though, I might be wrong. But, you know, I like the story, it was good, right? Definitely can see a lot of flaws in Mass Effect Andromeda, and I can see why. But, I mean, it all depends how Bioware want to go about it with Anthem. Maybe they need to wait a little longer, and then they can give an estimate of how long is the story of the Anthem. Anyway, well, these are the two of the pieces of the news that I really wanted to share with you all, and I think that's all there is to it for today. More videos will be popping up, guys. Tomorrow I'm gonna have the same time I'm gonna be releasing the video, and it's gonna be fun. I'm not sure. Hopefully it's gonna be fun. Hopefully it's gonna be great. And the game itself, I mean, I'm definitely gonna pre-order just to get that VIP demo version so I can play ahead earlier. And I will be definitely live streaming, by the way, that demo, the VIP demo, 25th. And so I'm not sure how I'm gonna organize the time, because Resident Evil 2 is coming out on 25th as well, and I'm planning to live stream that as well. And maybe I'll play Resident Evil 2 when I get sick of that for like, I don't know, 6 hours. Then I traversed over to Anthem and I play that. I don't know, maybe the other way around, it depends. And then maybe because I'm planning to finish Resident Evil 2, I don't know, within 4 or 5 days, but you know, just taking it easy, not too hardcore. Anyway, basically, yeah, I think that's that. But also all depends on that demo, and I will you know, estimate, because this is a demo, this is not a beta, so nobody has that argument, you know, over anyone basically saying that here's the full version of the game. But they cut it out on purposely, because like we can only level from 10 to 15, I believe so, in that demo. And the only reason I want to pre-order just to try it out earlier, then I will cancel the pre-order. Maybe that depends on the demo. All right. And most likely will cancel, to be honest. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, by the way, guys. And it's at ZDEyE. And yeah, follow me there. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Have an awesome day. And yeah, have a good one.